Southeast Asia, and especially how India can connect substantially and meaningfully and engage with this region. India and ASEAN, we believe, can achieve a very, very strong dynamic growth and are playing a major role at this point in time in the global economy. In the earlier sessions, you heard that South Asia is today growing very strongly, one of the fastest growing region in the world. And India today talks about, since 1992, we have been actually talking about, and we talked about the Look East policy, and today we talk about the Do East policy. But there are certain major pluses, there are major opportunities as we see, and some of them will be discussed, and I don't want to go into the details introducing those issues, but we are seeing different formations which are coming up, and we would like to discuss that during the course of the next 45 minutes to an hour that we have. The sub-regional groupings that we are seeing in this region, for instance, the BIMSTEC or the BBIN or the CLMV, and these formations are how much they are facilitating and helping this regional integration and integration of India with these sub-region and this entire region. There are, of course, many challenges, and one of the challenges whenever we meet in India or outside India, in any of our countries, the first issue that keeps coming to discussions is the issue of connectivity. Are we well connected? And though we are discussing that for many, many years, for several years, some of it has happened, but it's a very long way to go. And I would therefore
see we have started undertaking several connectivity projects. These connectivity projects are, they cover a range of sectors. They are development of infrastructure, developing roads, ports, waterways, and developing the trade and economic infrastructure. All these matters come together under this particular head. There are many projects that we have undertaken, and in order to ensure effective implementation of these projects, Government of India established Development Partnership Administration in Ministry of External Affairs. This particular division looks after all the Government of India funded projects, grant assistance, lines of credit, capacity building, small development projects, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, etc. In order to handle these things, we have a dedicated team of people in 3 divisions, and each division manned by a joint secretary, and there are subject experts taken from different Government of line ministries and also Government of India bodies. We go through all these projects and start implementing from the conceptualization stage till the commissioning stage. Now, what are these projects and what is the need and how are we proceeding with these projects? Let me just give a few things that what we have done so far. Now, starting with this strategic connectivity project of Kaladan Multimodal Transit Transport Project. This is a project which is very relevant to Visakhapatnam also. We have completed the waterways, the original waterways project there. We have already built a port in Sitwe. We have been able to build the inland waterway terminal and related facilities at the transshipment point on the Kaladan River. So this facility will be ready by March this year, and this will be operationalized. What it does, the ports on eastern part of India can utilize now these facilities to ship goods, to transport goods to Myanmar and beyond. Now this project has the second component, that is the road component, for which we have now got the bids and we are processing them, and we are awarding work shortly so that this can be completed. Once the road as well as water components are over, This will provide a connectivity from India, Bay of Bengal. Again, the question here, how can we unleash the potential of Bay of Bengal? So this is the prime example of that. The ports, not only Kolkata and other ports, but also Visakhapatnam, now vessels can go from here, can carry the cargo and go to Sitwe, and from there it can be transported to other destinations. From Sitwe port to Yangon, Yangon to Thailand and other ports in ASEAN countries. So this is one important project, and the second one is the trilateral highway that we are undertaking. Government of India is responsible for 2 stretches of the trilateral highway. We had earlier built 160-kilometer road from Tamu to Kalemyu to Kalewa, which is also known as Friendship Road. This was built already. Now we are undertaking upgradation of the bridges on this road. These bridges were of Second World War vintage, so we are now upgrading them. The second road from about 120 kilometers from Kalewa to Yaji, that is being built, and this road is very important because it forms part of many other regional connections, sub-regional connections. For example, BCIM corridor, Bangladesh, India, China, Myanmar corridor, this also passes through the trilateral, part of trilateral highway up to Mandalay. To extend it to countries Cambodia, Laos and Vietnam. So this is also the discussion with ASEAN is on this aspect, and once we have a coordinated preferred alignment of this road, India will be collaborating and undertaking cooperating with the ASEAN partners in this project. The next one is Retedim Road, which is again a very crucial connectivity project. It will extend the connectivity between the northeast of India to Myanmar and also provide a kind, and we have been able to establish ICPs at Raxol and Bengal. Here again, 2 rail links, the work is progressing well, and in case of 3 other rail
facing the Bay of Bengal. Many of our colleagues from Southeast Asia border the Bay of Bengal on the other side. So if the topic is about India's integration with between South and Southeast Asia, is there any idea in terms of how we can develop connectivities across the Bay of Bengal through coastal shipping, through the development of the Andamans, and by building corridors across land as well as across the seas? Because with SAARC going nowhere, India, Nepal, Bangladesh are today talking about doing more things through the BBIN process. We have partnerships with Myanmar, with Thailand, with Indonesia. So since we are on the Bay of Bengal, is there an idea for our friends on the panel here of how do we translate the potential of the Bay of Bengal as the connector between South and Southeast Asia?
That's a brilliant question to the panel, and I'm sure such eminent ministers would allude to. Second, yes, Frank Richter from Horasis.